Hey Piper, welcome back to Pop Rock Radio. How you going?
I'm great. Thanks so much for having me back.
No, that's right. It's been like a year since we had you last.
Yeah, it's maybe even a bit longer.
Yeah, I think it was. It was for we spoke to you about. I was getting my notes back up.
Bridges?
Um, no, I've lost it. I've had a exit wound.
Oh, wow. That was like more than 2 years ago.
Oh, right, because I checked on YouTube to just go back to see when it was we last spoke to you. It said, oh, it's 12 months ago, a year ago. I was like, oh yeah, exit wound.
Yeah. Oh, wow. That was a while ago.
Yeah, yep. Before we get too far into it, I'm just going to let you know that the QR code, if anyone's watching on a computer screen, they scan that QR code in with their phone, it'll go to your website. So,
Oh,
yeah,
perfect.
yeah,
Thank
so,
you.
yeah, that's too easy. So people will be able to get that and go straight to your website.
Oh, amazing.
Yeah. Now, before we get into heartbreaks, you're heading to Nashville pretty soon.
Yeah. On Saturday.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, we fly out on Saturday. So we're kind of doing the last couple of days back in Brisbane, the run around, making sure that we have long sleeve shirts because it's going to be freezing.
Oh yeah, yeah. Is it for pleasure or play? A pleasure or work?
Both.
Yeah.
In the interest of our visas and being completely like well and legal, none
Yep.
of the work we're doing is paid. I'm going over to do some songwriting and to just meet some people and have a bit of a break too.
Yeah.
Like we've been pretty busy for the past year and a half, so it'd be nice to actually have a break, have a couple of days off,
Yep.
and just write some songs with no real like deadline approaching.
Yeah. And then when you get back, you got next month, not next month, because next month's February, but in March you got the meat stock
Yeah.
in
Yeah,
Toowoomba.
I'm really excited for that. Yeah, I am super excited about it. In around the house, I've not shut up about playing at meat stock.
Yeah.
Everything is kind of revolving around, do I have enough like long sleeve shirts for Nashville? Do I have socks? And then, oh my God, I'm playing at meat stock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, meat stock, is it a festival? Is it what is it? Explain it. Can you just give us a quick?
So Meatstock is a country music festival. It's a country music and it's a barbecue festival. So all the food there is
Yep.
pretty gourmet barbecue stuff,
Yep.
which is amazing. If you eat meat, you're at the right place. It's a country music festival. They're in New Zealand. They go all across the country. Here in Australia,
Yeah.
I'm playing at the one in Toowoomba. And they've got an amazing lineup. So there are some US acts. So there's Chase Rice is playing, Red Ferrin is playing, and then you've got some amazing Australian acts like Brad Cox,
Yeah.
and Melanie Dye also playing. So and Taylor Moss as well. So it's a pretty jam-packed lineup, and to be included is pretty crazy for me at this point because I'm still pretty emerging. I'm still pretty up and coming. So to be included and to be given a shot to be like, hey, here's a spot. This is where your show is going to happen, and just go for it. Is it's pretty mind-blowing. To be honest, it's crazy.
The reason why I asked what is meat stock is because I was talking to my partner on the weekend, and we were talking about the old B&S balls, and then the musters, and how everything seems to slowly evolve. Do they still do B&S balls and musters up in Queensland?
I think so. Yeah, there's definitely musters. Like there's the Gympie one. Then there's Denny Ute Muster is not in Queensland, but there's still all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, because I was thinking, it's been a while since I've heard about a B&S ball. They're going back way back in the day. So, quick pause for the drink. Too easy. Yeah. All right, let's get into heartbreaks. I've got to be careful because I've got my notes in front of me. I went to print them out, and the printer didn't work, so I've got to go off the screen. And I'm pretty well known for mucking up words, so.
No, you're fine.
I was just about to call it handbrakes. I did it a couple. I've done it a couple of times now. Yeah.
Yeah, it happens. It's all good. Someone had it on a chart the other day. Had it spelt as heartaches.
Oh, yeah,
so
I had to
handbrakes is quite.
Yeah, I had to check because normally heartbreaks is spelt two words with heart and breaks, but spelt BREAK. But when I'm looking at it, going, oh, heart breaks, I'm like, yeah, that's why I get it confused with the handbrake. Yeah.
Yeah, I did everyone a bit of a doozy on that one, but it was deliberate. So I'm sorry, but also I'm not.
No,
At the same time.
it gets your attention. Now,
Yeah.
moving on from the title Heartbreaks, the actual track itself is a real banger. It's great.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. It's really different from what I would usually lean towards. And I think, like, when last we spoke, I would have been 22.
Yep.
22, 23. And I think my sound was very much like the alternative country thing. And now I'm just like straight down the line, hit you in the face country. And it feels really good because I feel like I found my stride. And Heartbreaks in particular was so much fun to create because it was, when I went into the writing session, I didn't even realize that the song was going to be for me. There's this thing in Brisbane called Song Culture where two really amazing Australian country songwriters, three. Yeah. No, two or three. It's Gavin Carfoot and a guy named Nolan. And you get invited and you just get sorted at random into groups to write songs. And I was sorted into a group with Melanie Dyer, Piper Rodrigues, who, if you haven't heard of Tyler yet, definitely check out her stuff. She's incredible. We spell our last names. No. Yeah. No. Sometimes we say yes and sometimes we say no, but we are not related. No. Keep people on their toes. Yeah. And producer named Jared Adlam. And I just started talking about how my ex-boyfriend had an awful Subaru WRX that looked like it was made out of 5 other Subaru WRXs. Yep. And just how horrible he was. And I was on a bit of a rant. And I think because I've been in a relationship now for nearly 3 years, like so happy, could not be happier. I feel so comfortable going out and writing songs about my ex and his crap Subaru. And like it just kind of snowballed and we were just like talking and writing stuff down. And then like lo and behold, Heartbreaks was born. Yeah. It's amazing how music can just turn up at the right time. Yeah. It really is, because if you say that, like even on the radio to someone, be like, "Oh, this song just kind of happened," it sounds a bit like you're up yourself. Like, let's be honest, it sounds. I can't say the word I want to say on here, but it's it doesn't sound quite right. Yep. But then when you're in the room and you're actually creating music, you're like, no, this actually did just happen. Yeah, like when the lightning strikes, you got to get it. You got to put the lid on the bottle, like to say lightning in a bottle, and it happens. So a lot of creativity just happens on the spur of it. And sometimes, I don't know about you, but I find that speaking to artists, that set them songs that seem to do, a lot better than ones they sit down and plan to write and bits and pieces as well. Yeah. So. Yeah, I find if I plan to write something, like if I plan a little too hard for it, I always walk out just a little bit disappointed. Yeah. I think there's like that happy medium between like knowing what you want and knowing too much and not being able to have like that sort of movement to be collaborative when you're in the room with someone, if you're writing with someone. Like one of my favorite songs I've ever written, I haven't even released it yet, but I play it at shows. It's called Bloodline, and I wrote that song like I was in uni and I was in between like doing gigs at uni. I had like an hour break and I was sitting in my car with the air conditioner going, and I literally wrote the song like banging a beat out on my steering wheel with my voice memo going. And that is like to this date one of my favorite songs I've ever written. Oh,
it's amazing you say that, and that exact same conversation sitting in your car with the aircon on, beating to the steering wheel. I spoke to Jason Miles, and this is going back ages ago. Before we spoke to you last, Jason Miles, he's a pop singer. He's based in Canberra, and he said the exact same thing. He was sat there in his car one day and he was just writing lyrics and singing, tapping along to the steering wheel, and that's how he came up with his music. Exact same way you just said then. Amazing.
Yeah, it's pretty surreal because like you come up with a little bit of it and then you're like, hold on, did I just do something there? And you keep going, you're like, oh, let's put on like the voice recording now. Yeah. And like I still have the recording on my phone from years ago. And it's like, it's so crazy. And I think as I grow more and more as an artist, I really appreciate the organic moments where I
Yeah.
come up with an idea and I have the space and the time to actually just explore it then and there.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's great. That's just giving me a bit of an idea. When you release your EPs, your records, or your singles, have you ever thought about doing? Do you know how DVDs do a commentary? And you can.
Yeah.
Could you do that with a song? Do you reckon?
Yeah, lots of people do. So there are artists that release like albums and such.
Yeah.
And on Spotify, there are actually, I can't remember the last person I like remember who did it. But there are a couple of artists that do, like, you play the song, like there's a commentary, then the song plays,
Yeah.
commentary, then the song plays,
Yeah.
and they're just separate tracks that you can choose whether to listen to it. It's like, I don't actually have an EP out. I've just still been doing singles. I think
Yeah.
I might do an EP like in the next year or so. And that would be such a cool thing to do. I might even like do it as like a video thing. So
Yeah.
like leading up to the song, just being like, this is what happened, and like give footage of the studio, because my studio process is so different now from when we first spoke.
Yep.
I live track everything with my band. So we go in to the studio all together. We're all in the same room. I'm a producer, my guitarist, and my partner, Jack Hudson, is a producer. And we
Yep.
just have an engineer with us named Cody who stays with us and like helps that
Yep.
sort of end of things when we're too busy playing. So it's like a really collaborative, super, it's not a restricted environment. Yep. So having footage from that through an EP would be so cool.
Yeah.
It might be boring for some people, but as a musician, as a songwriter, I love the insight into other people's processes, because it makes me feel a little bit sane.
Yeah.
And it's just super interesting. I think I like writing songs and baking banana bread and buying cowboy boots. So like my spare time is spent watching like Taylor Swift documentaries of like processes into the songs, or like the cabin session, like the folklore cabin sessions that she does, and looking for all the gear and everything she's using. I just find it super interesting.
Yeah, cool. Okay, what we're going to do, we'll come back to Heartbreaks in a second. I've got my little pink cards here. I don't know if we did it last time. 10 questions.
I think we did.
Well, I hope I haven't doubled up on some of the questions. So are you ready to get to know Piper?
Yeah, done. Let's do it.
All right. I'll put that one to the back. Okay. Fill in the gap. Something I can't live without.
My cat, Pete.
Yep. Cat Pete. What type of cat? This is not one of the questions.
He's a Manx cat.
Yep.
He's really fat and he doesn't have a tail, and he was my partner Jack's cat before he was my child as well. And he's up in Yeppoon at the moment because we're going away. So we haven't seen Pete for a while, and we're both really missing him.
How long are you away for? This, again, is not one of the questions.
We're gone for like, we get back late Feb.
Oh, yeah.
So we're gone for about 3 weeks.
Oh, cool. Okay, other than your genre of music, what is your favourite?
I like favorite? Pop.
Pop, yep. Name a song that always makes me dance.
Oh, at the moment, Espresso by Sabrina Carpenter.
Yep. Oh, I can see the clouds appearing in the background.
Yeah, you can.
That's pretty clear. That's pretty good. Are you Coke or Pepsi?
Coke.
Yep. Fill in the gap. My something got me into trouble.
My something got me into trouble.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah, I talk a lot of crap, so in my mouth.
Yeah, that's I know that feeling. What would you say is your best feature? It could be anything. It doesn't have to be.
I like how resilient I am. I think I'm pretty empathetic. I think I'm really resilient, and I think being in the music industry, that has really helped me, and it's helped me understand everyone else moving through it. Like I don't think I've become jaded yet because of that. So that feels good.
Cool. Okay. Best pickup line given or received?
I don't know. I've never used a pickup line on somebody.
Yeah. Oh, well, has anyone tried it on you though?
someone gave me the like, "Are you from Tennessee? Because you're the only 10 I see at work" the other day.
Yeah.
That was pretty funny.
Yeah.
Because I think now when I get someone gives me a pickup line, it's usually at work, and
Yeah.
I'm usually like on another planet because I'm in work mode. So whenever it happens, I'm like, "What?
Yeah.
Why?"
You're not supposed to give pickup lines at work anyway. Name a place I want to visit before I die, or you in this case.
Greece.
Greece. Yep. Any particular reason?
It looks really pretty, and the seafood looks like it tastes good.
Yeah. Now I've got to be careful with this next question because it's really, it's not offensive. It's really simple, but
Yeah.
I'll explain after you answer. Who's your biggest fan, mum or dad?
Oh. Look, they're both pretty even, but my dad did just drive me from Tamworth to Brisbane
Yep.
in the space. Like I had a gig in Tamworth from midnight till 1:30 a.m. through the
Yep.
festival. And the moment that the gig finished, my dad got in the car at 2 a.m. and drove me back to Brisbane so that I could have a shower and get ready before a show the same day.
Oh, wow, that's amazing. I've got to be
So,
careful when I ask that because I've asked that question to someone and their parents were deceased.
oh no, thank you, because my parents are still here.
Yeah, I know you don't. Yeah, but
I think at this point in time, just given by things done, I reckon my dad is taking the cake at the moment because he was so buggered.
Yeah,
God love him.
Mum's got to step up.
Oh, my mum's my hairdresser. I'm pretty lucky.
Yeah.
I'm pretty blessed.
Oh, good. That's good. Final question. What is your spirit animal?
A rabid raccoon.
Rabbit raccoon. Yeah. Why?
I don't know. There are too many thoughts behind the eyes.
Yeah.
A bit insane. I'm just tired.
Are you a fan of Guardians of the Galaxy?
Yeah, that's exactly where I was going.
Rocket Raccoon, yeah. He's one of my favourites as well.
Yeah.
And anyway.
Yeah.
All right, back to Heartbreaks. Let's get back to Heartbreaks.
Let's talk about it.
Yeah. How did you come up? Well, you already explained you were in the writing group, but talk us through the creativity or the creation process. How did you've already really pretty much explained that, haven't you? You're just
Yeah, I think I really like writing songs and making music. A, because it's fun, and B, because it happens pretty differently every time. It's in that writing group it happened, and it was really fun because we were playing just a bunch of music that we liked. And I'm a fan of Elle King. I really, really like Elle King. She's the lady that, that X's and O's song that came out ages ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. So she has some amazing records out there. Like listen beyond X's and O's because it's such great stuff. And I just really like, I'm really into guitars and making them sound really cool. And just, and like that whole Miranda Lambert thing. So yeah, I think I kind of did explain the process.
Yeah.
There isn't,
well, you did about the writing. Yeah. You did about the writing, but what about the actual musical part? The
recording.
Yeah, and coming up with the riffs and the guitar tunes and coming up with all the bits and pieces.
We did that all in studio. Like it definitely, sometimes songs just write themselves. So it was very much myself and my guitarist going through different ideas for things. And I really like live tracking the way that we do it because every member of the band has the space to have their own input if they want to.
Yep.
I think that makes things really, really cool and really interesting instead of me just being like, this is exactly what I want, do this and nothing else. Like I definitely give them, I'll send my band like a playlist of like 5 or 6 reference tracks a couple of days before we go into the studio. That way they can listen and wrap their heads around the vibe. But I really like to give them free reign and we play around while we're in the studio.
Yeah. Now, when I first heard it, I've got an itchy ear. I'll just say, sometimes just scratching your ear makes you feel so much better. Um, when I first heard it, I automatically thought Alana Miles. Do you remember Alana Miles back in the day?
I do.
Yeah.
I love her.
I was just listening to it going, that is just, obviously everyone knows the song, was it Black Velvet? Yeah, Black Velvet. I was just listening. Yeah, just the rocky rawness that, it just, I had Alana Miles in my mind when I heard it playing. I'm thinking, well, I hope I haven't offended you saying that, but
no, oh my God, that is never an offensive thing to say.
Because it's a really good song. So I'm hoping people will download it, and they can get it obviously with the QR code. They can go to your website, which will have links to all the streaming services, which we'll have in the description of the video when we put it out. I hate it when I bump something by mistake. I've got to go looking to see what I've done. You think, God, I haven't done anything. Normally I'll stop the recording or something. Alrighty. So what else you got coming up? You're going away to Nashville. You got the meat muster. Is it meat muster?
Meat stock.
Meat stock, yeah. Meat stock. Anything else happening in the near future for you?
Yeah, so like after Meat Stock, definitely doing some more recording, have some more festivals to announce that I can't say anything about yet.
Yeah.
There's definitely a lot in the pipeline for 2025, and I'm super excited. It'll be really good. It'll be really fun.
Oh, awesome. Now, before we can't go without mentioning Tamworth. Tamworth is just finishing up or finished up just recently.
Yeah.
You just said you had a show like in the middle of the night. What was the go with that? Why so late?
So Tamworth is one of those festivals where all the pubs and all the bars, those are the music venues. And so I actually played after Andrew Farris at a bar called The Press. So Andrew Farris from In Excess.
Yes, yep.
And me and my guitarist, my partner Jack, we had a duo show straight after that because Friday night Tamworth is always pumping. It's and especially during the festival. So I had a lot of my gigs in the first weekend. I played on a stage called Fan Zone.
Yep.
I played at a charity event for Ronald McDonald House, and I did a show at a place called The Long Yard. And I got all that knocked out in the first weekend. So my last show was the day, the morning that we had to leave.
Oh, yeah. Okay, apart from coming on after Andrew Ferris, did you bump into anyone else like famous? Did you bump into Keith Urban or anyone exciting like that?
I didn't get to bump into Keith Urban. He got into town the day that we left.
Oh.
Unfortunately, but did run into James Johnston and a couple of friends. So Tamworth is always one of those places where you bump into everyone and you see your friends and you meet some new people. It's a great time.
Yeah. Now, for anyone who doesn't know Tamworth, we went through there last year. I think it was last year. I've got my hat, Tamworth Music Festival hat up there, but I was expecting like a small town with a street with all these pubs but Tamworth is a pretty big place, isn't it?
Yeah, Tamworth is healthy in size.
Yeah.
It's they're doing pretty well.
Yeah. Did you get your photo at the Golden Guitar?
No, I didn't this year. I forgot.
Oh, I thought everyone did it.
Yeah, everyone does, but when you're busy, you forget.
Yeah, because that's where I picked up my hat last time because obviously I like wearing my hats. It was a green one. Mm-hmm. You know, any idea what the colour was this year? Was it still green and gold? I
think it might have been blue or purple.
Oh, yeah. Oh, never mind. But all right, Piper, thank you very much for joining us. We're going to wrap it up so I can get it edited up and down. Get it uploaded, downloaded and uploaded and edited out. Thank you very much for joining us. Hope it goes really, really well.
Thank you.
I did want to touch on your other songs that you've released, but we're running out of a bit of time. Maybe we can quickly get it now. In 2024, before we go, just quickly, Watch Your Step and Bewitched, how did they go for you?
Bewitched went great. I think Watch Your Step was really fun. It was the thing that I released off the back of being a contestant in Toyota Star Maker in Tamworth. And then Bewitched was like really my first like dip in the water of like the new sound and the live tracking. So That Bewitched was so much fun to release because it's like I'm only young. I'm 24 and I'm still navigating the world. I think we're always navigating the world no matter how old we are. And yeah, Bewitched was just very much an extension of that, of realizing kind of way down the track that in a situation I deserved better. And it was just it was a joy to release, and it's really nice to back it up with Heartbreaks.
Oh, cool. Well, good luck. Hopefully it'll go well for you and gets picked up on the radio stations and gets some airplay.
Thank you.
Good. It's a great song. So if everyone listening, head to the QR code, head to the Piper's website, stream it, download it, share it, because that's one of the better things you can do, share it. Oh yeah, before we go, merch. There's merch on your website, isn't there?
There is merch currently being uploaded to my website. Yeah,
because
there's nothing there yet.
Yeah, because I think I went
to website uploading some things.
Yeah, I think I went to it. I'm going to check the QR code. This is how it's done. I'm just pointing out to the screen. I don't know if you can see my camera or not. There it is. Click it.
No.
And then there you go. That's
so they won't.
Hard to see.
Yeah. So you'll have my website, and there'll be a merch page, but there's nothing on it yet because my website guy is uploading it. Yeah. Yeah.
So by the time this is up, hopefully you'll have merch up, and people can go there and support Piper, support you in the song, get the merch, and good luck. Thank you very much.
Sweet. Thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate it.
No, anytime. Thank you.